Whoa, whoa. All right, let me turn the TV down a little bit. Fuck yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Skakel in the house. Thank you for the happy poop. I still don't know what that means, but hey, maybe it's not for me to understand. Now let's get to the red filter here. That's my favorite filter. We'll move it over a little bit. Happy hump day, everyone. Earl Skakel live in the house. Check out my newest short that I released today. Let's break the algorithm. Pretty please. Also hit the like and the subscribe button at your leisure. For you lurkers, I know we got some lurkers in the stream. It's fine to lurk. Because, you're part of the family too. Yeah, the piazzas were out of control at the gym last night for sure. But, what are you going to do? You got to work out. Richard Kidd, yeah, this is my favorite. I've had this beanie. What's happening? What's happening, Ace, is life. Life is happening. I've had this beanie since 2009 when I got it at the West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton, Alberta, and it's my go-to beanie. As the kids say, this beanie slaps. Nothing really happened. It's just, there's not many breeders at the gym I go to. Breeders is a code name for straights. I love it. It's a Burton beanie, so it's just like very, it's just very comfortable, very warm. Covers my large cranium with ease. Burton Beanie. Now, I used to be excited right across the street from the Hollywood Improv on Melrose. There was a Burton ski store that was gigantic, but it went out of business. So, yeah, I mean, this store had to be, I'm going to guess 50,000 square feet. And I never saw anyone in there. So I knew eventually it was going to go out of business. I mean, they had surfboards. I mean, it was just, I don't know why they put a ski surf shop in the middle of Melrose, which is, punk rocker kids and rich people. I mean, you might say rich people would buy the snowboards or whatever, but I don't know, it just didn't make a lot of sense. I think it was there for a couple of years. Huge store. I mean, and if you count the upstairs roof, which was the parking lot, I mean, it just like, I never saw more than 2 cars in that parking lot. But I got this at the Edmonton Mall, and this might be 15 years old. So like Jeff Ross would probably fuck this beanie. Hey, see what I did there? That's a little joke right off the hop. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say at the gym, Sasha, that the gay dudes pretty much laid me alone. I mean, I think I throw off a pretty straight vibe. So I'm left alone. I don't know. I mean, Burton's a pretty big company. I don't think they were doing anything. Probably a tax write-off, I mean, I'm sure in like Colorado, what happened there? I'm sure in like Colorado, they had a good business, and maybe Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, but I don't know why they would put almost like a flagship store in the middle of Melrose. But they do have a flagship store 3rd Street Promenade. But a lot of stores at the 3rd Street Promenade are closing because the crazy amount. Yeah, we don't do the Brendan Schaub talk in here. My post-set meal, I'll usually go to Ready, Fit, Go before my set, and I will get like a steak burrito or something. Alec, we don't do the all caps in here, baby doll. So you're going to have to tone it down a little bit. You're coming in a little hot. So I appreciate you coming in, but no caps, no all caps in here. Have you ever had to shit your pants on stage? No. Alec, it's okay. Come on in, baby. Hit the like and subscribe button. But, there's only one person, Alex. Since you're new to the stream, I'll explain to you. I don't know who Levi Woody Hardy Jr. is. So, well, Sam, you're coming in awful hot. But unfortunately for you, Sam, AC/DC is in the house. So he don't tolerate the trolls, baby doll. What up, Pablo? Sasha cannot do all caps. Only one person can do all caps, and that is Peter the Chicken Man Brennan. See what Ace did there? Ace he did a little funny there, so I can appreciate that. We're just a friendly stream in here. We don't want no drama. There's plenty of streams that will have drama and accept you guys a little better than my stream. Are so damn fit compared to me. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, oh, thank you. The beanie's a big hit. I can never find a beanie that fits like this. Yeah, NHL players, well, you got to figure the cardio they're doing is insane. I mean, they're losing probably, I would guess, 3 to 5 pounds of water weight a game, and probably in practice too. So it's pretty hard to be a fat NHL player. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. I love seeing you on Roast Battle. Do you still get on panel? Only if Jeff Ross isn't there, because I don't like him. Which is funny because for a while I was banned from the show that I helped start. Well, drama is just wasted energy, and I'm 57, so I have to conserve my energy. Um, yeah, I mean, I do a little bit of dabbling, if you pardon the expression, on dating apps. But I don't know. I mean, dating apps are fine if you want to fuck. I don't think you're going to find a girlfriend there, but plenty of people do. No, it's actually harder, to be honest with you, Colt. How I do it, on foot, because if you're a good rollerblader and you're going up against someone who isn't a good rollerblader, you can just glide past them, and they can't catch you because you're just better at your stride. But any idiot can run, so it's tougher. I mean, I've torn my ACL playing ball hockey. So, one guy lost a testicle because the guy shot the ball so hard, hit him right in the balls, and basically his ball blew up. I'm not even trying to be funny. What up, Brian? Yeah, I mean, the problem boneless chicken, I do like that name, is, by the way, John Jacob Ingleheimer Smith, why don't you message Roast Battle on, go on Instagram and say, where's Earl? I'll probably never do the show again, but, it's nice to be loved. Shame, shame, shame. You should have known better than to cheat on me. Boy, is that song relevant to me. Shame, shame, shame. I used to take it to Dantana's, and now you're eating in a drive-through. You got your own set of eyes with your pretty little lies. Shame, shame, shame. You'll never find a man better than Big Earl. Grindr's a good dating app choice. Maybe for you, bro. Not me, baby doll. How about a little You're in Love? You take the midnight subway train. The internet is, the trolls come in here. It's the same four insults. You suck. You're old. You're not funny. You're gay. It's like they read from the same note page. I gave a girl a ring a few years ago, and she took it. Literally, she took it. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So you can get hurt in my ball hockey league. I mean, it's no joke. It's very competitive. And, the boards hurt. It's a paved cement roller rink that's NHL size. So it's not as easy as ball hockey sounds. No, trust me, she got a nice ring, which is why I don't have it back. Well, that's what I always say. Like, well, Ace, you're not a subscriber, so I only listen to subscribers. Okay, it's fine if you don't think I'm funny. That ain't happening, Cole. She also took my mom's t-shirt that my mom gave me specifically, and she knew what that shirt meant to me. So anyway, let's not talk about that person. Trust me, I went to a place very few people can afford. Rafi the jeweler. Uh, Do you think you're gonna find it? Think you're gonna find it? You got to treat yourself like number one. Do you need to be reminded? Need to be reminded. It doesn't matter what you do or say. Just prepare for things that you control. You can't do it any other way. Everybody's got to rock and roll. Oh. Have you ever banged anyone famous? I have. I can't obviously say who, but they are very well known in their field. I'll just leave it at that. Well, I mean, just the guy. I am running wild. I mean, I think today's marriage, it is, if you don't do a prenup, you're fucking nuts, man. And I know that that kind of sets some people, that sets the tone for the breakup at some point. But, you take a guy like Slash. Now, you think a guy like Slash never has to work again. He's on a tour that grosses, fuck, I don't know, $200 million every time they tour. He gets a large part of that. Why do you think he, as soon as Guns N' Roses finishes a tour, goes right back to his solo band and tours the world? And that's because he had a marriage, no prenup, to a stripper, had kids. So that girl gets half everything in California. It's just the way it works. Where he should have had a prenup. And it sucks because, it's like, it's playing the what if game. What if we break up? But in California, like, I don't know where everyone else is from. It's crazy. The girl gets half. And I think they got married right around the Use Your Illusion era. So, although Appetite for Destruction made a lot of money, I'm going to guess they kind of got fucked on that because that was their first record. And you always get fucked on your first record because you're so desperate to sign with a label, you basically give up everything just to get in the door. But Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, that's when they really started making the money. She gets half. Every time they play a song from those albums, she gets a little cut. Every time a radio, I mean, she's set for life, multiple lifetimes. So, yeah, I mean, California sucks in that regard. It definitely favors the female in a divorce. Or, it could favor the male if the woman is. If you marry Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, she's probably worth $1 billion. And if you're, married under 6 years, because that's common law marriage out here, you're going to get half. Or you might not get half. You get half from the time you married to the time you divorce. But that's still a nice chunk of change. I mean, I saw the Use Your Illusion tour at the Forum. It's probably I would say my first concert was the best concert I saw, and that was Springsteen. First concert, 1984, Born in the USA tour, 100,000 people at the Coliseum, 3.5 hour show, no opening act. I mean, that set the bar for me in terms of concerts. And, but probably the second best concert I ever saw was Prime Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion tour. I think Skid Row might have been the opening act. But it was amazing. I mean, 3.5 hours, and that's when they're all young and fucking gacked out of their minds. I mean, Matt Sorum was on drums then, but, pretty amazing. So, and then, I've been to a lot of good concerts. I haven't been to too many bad concerts. Very few concerts I've been to where I walked out going, that kind of sucked. Probably maybe one or two Kiss concerts where they were phoning it in. I mean, some of the reunion, I think the second run of the reunion shows with Kiss, they were having big problems with Ace and Peter. I cannot play any instruments, unfortunately. Because, Gene and Paul were making, I think that first reunion tour made well over $100 million, something like $140 million. Gene and Paul were 50-50. Peter and Ace just got a flat $1 million. So, I think once Ace and Peter saw the money coming in, they were basically hired guns. So, I saw Nine Inch Nails, I think 2019. Really good show. I mean, I'm not really a Nine Inch Nails fan, but the visual aspects of it were really good. Oh, was that the tour that Prince opened up for them? Because I think on that tour, Prince got booed off the stage at the Coliseum. Yes, Dynamite is taping right now, but it's too distracting if I have it on. So I'm going to yoga after this stream, and then I'll come home and I'll watch Dynamite. I'm not sure what that means, Michael. We got some very unfunny trolls in the stream right now. But you notice I don't block anyone. I want your unfunniness to show to the masses. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Michael. But you're in the stream a lot. See, that's what we were just talking about. Well, I think I was just saying that to Boneless Chicken. Oh, that's cool, Ace. That's a good show. Why do people who don't like my shtick come in here? Trust me, no one's outshining me in this story. But I just don't get that. Oh, cool. I mean, a smaller show that I kind of, let me think of some of the smaller shows I saw. I mean, there's a couple Motorhead shows that I really enjoyed. I think Motorhead, I think it was their 30th anniversary at the Wiltern. That was a pretty cool show because there were so many celebrities there. Dave Grohl was blasted out of his mind. A bunch of pro wrestlers were there. It's all good, Kip. I mean, we got some trolls in the stream, but they're so unfunny. Keep them in here. I'm trying to think of like a small. I mean, let me see. Bowling for Soup at the Roxy was really a fun show because I've never been to a show up until that point where the crowd knew all the words to every single song. It was really. I wish they came out to LA a little more. No, it's your mama, Michael. See what I did there? You tried to call me gay, but I said it's your mama. I'm too quick, Michael. Just take a knee, smoke some weed, come back tomorrow. I see you in every stream, so you'll be back tomorrow. Trust me on that one. Okay, Ahmed, you're unfunny right out of the chute, so I have a feeling I'll be putting you in 24-hour timeout sooner than later, my friend. And then a recent show I was at was the Click 5, the boy band at the Troubadour. Same thing as the Bowling for Soup show. Like the crowd knew all the words to every song, so it was kind of neat. And that is my dog Lois. She has a partially collapsed trachea, so if you don't like how she coughs, you get the fuck out of the stream, babies. I could care less if you stay because you don't like Lois. Oh, thank you, Ross. Kike Hernandez. Um, yes, Lois is just chilling right now. Saw Linda Ronstadt, Jackson Brown, and James Taylor No News concert. Oh, that's cool. That's a good show. I mean, Muddy, I don't need to prove I'm funny to you, baby. So if you don't think I'm funny, that's totally fine. Get the fuck out of the stream. Have you ever listened to the Raconteurs? Heard of them, never listened to them. I mean, Lois is the best. So when people come in here talking poorly about a sick dog, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll show that comment. I mean, I'm straight edge, but Doom, I'm just gonna guess you're a man. So, what up, Ray? I never said I was the best comic. So, Jews do get cold. That's a fact. I mean, I've seen some great shows in Los Angeles, and some cool festivals. I would say another cool show was The Killers in Vegas, because that's their hometown. That's where they started. I don't. I think the drummers from Vegas. The other three are from other places. But you could tell they were jazzed to be playing their hometown, and the crowd knew. I mean, they've had so many hits that it was a fun show. Yeah, CBGB's is actually John Varvatos now. I want to go there. So, yeah, the Killers were great, And I was performing at the San Diego Laugh Factory, and this really tall guy comes in the green room with one of the other comics, and it was Dave Kooning, the guitar player from the Killers. So we had a really cool talk. He grew up a Kiss fan, so those guys are rock and rollers, but they're an alternative band, I guess. So, they're very good live. I'm trying to think of other shows that were cool. I mean, Iron Maiden, I don't know, about 10, 15 years ago, I saw at Irvine Meadows. Great show. I'm not really a big fan of theirs, but like it's a nice visual show. Billy Idol puts on a great show. So I think one of the cooler shows I saw was my girlfriend was working the Morrissey concert at Irvine Meadows. Turn on the Night is a good song. Oh, shit. I don't think they tore it down, Big Black. I think it's a John Varvatos clothing store now. So the structure is still there, but it's now a clothing store. My girlfriend's working the Morrissey show at Irvine Meadows. She calls me at about 4 o'clock and goes, "Get down here." Now, Irvine, from where I was living in West Hollywood, an hour drive was zero traffic. And this was I think on a Friday night, so probably closer to a 2-hour drive. And Michael, you're bombing. Just take a knee. You're very unfunny, bro. So, like, I don't mind a troll being funny, but you are 0 for 2, baby doll. So she's like, Morrissey just canceled Billy Idol. They're flying in Billy Idol. So the crowd was like 20,000 Morrissey fans. And then Billy Idol gets up there and he's working it, man. He's selling, to use a pro wrestling tour term. And he fucking killed it. Like, it was great to see him work a Morrissey crowd. So with Big Black in the house, Dabbleverse questions are now on the table. I never said I had a girlfriend because I don't. So you gotta like do your research, bro. You are so unfunny. I'm gonna give you one more shot, and then I gotta put you in 24-hour timeout. Now maybe that's what you want, but like fuck, you're unfunny, dude. I mean, if you're gonna troll, I love it. it's the internet. Trolls make the internet go round, but it's just come on, bro. And Steve Stevens is awesome. So, you know, timeout for adult children. Yes, boneless chicken. But I don't mind trolls if they're funny, man. But like, come on, man. Like Michael, you're like 0 for 6. I'll tell you what, Michael, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna put you in 24-hour timeout. You're so unfunny. You're depressing me. I just can't take it anymore. I couldn't. I'm in a really good mood right now. But I have a brother that lives in Oregon, Hood River, Oregon. Thank you very much. So, Michael, can someone hear me still when I put them in 24-hour timeout? Michael, if you can hear me, come back tomorrow. You can take a knee. Don't try any jokes because you're incredibly unfunny. And then, come back and we'll have a good time. Steve Stevens is one of the most underrated guitar players. I just saw Billy Idol at the Forum and sat in the front row. It's one of the benefits of being single. You don't have to pay for anyone else's ticket. And trust me, I always did. Wow, he just fucking rips. One of the greats. Definitely one of the best guitar players of the last, I would say, 50 years. And I know what I'm saying when I say that, but like, he just, you want to hear a cool Steve Stevens, non-Billy Idol music album. I think it's probably on Spotify, but it's called Flamenco A Go-Go. And I get the John Cena thing a lot. Unfortunately, I don't look like him from the neck down. But what are you going to do? So, yeah, check out the Steve Stevens album, Flamenco A Go-Go. Also, Atomic Playboys. But he's not just a shredder. I mean, that Top Gun theme, it's a fucking great instrumental. Yes, Flamenco A Go-Go. Well, I'm probably older than John Cena, so. And then the Atomic Playboys album was pretty good. He also did an album with Terry Bozzio and I think Levin, I think a bass player. So check out that album. I mean, he's what's Baby Talk? I don't know what that is. He's also, I believe, on the first Peter Criss solo album, Post Kiss. I used several different moisturizers. I don't really use any of the cheap stuff you can get at CVS well, you can't get anything at Rite Aid anymore. But okay, and also he did the guitar solo on Dirty Diana. So that's a great solo. I mean, I'm not really a Michael Jackson fan because of his offstage behavior, but Beat It is a great song. Of course, the solo done there. The bridge, I think, is Steve Lukather, but the solo is Eddie Van Halen. What's for dinner tonight? I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I'll think of something. I was a little too old to be at the Neverland Ranch. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, that's Steve Stevens on the electronic guitar. I don't know why he didn't use Van Halen again, but, 80s Steve Stevens is, pretty good second choice. I don't think I'll have apple pie for dinner. I mean, my two favorite Michael Jackson songs are Beat It and Rock With You. And I also like his backing vocals on Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me. Steeler, I don't know if Roger's hand is okay. I mean, I don't know if the Steelers are going to use that receiver they put on the practice squad, who I think played with Rodgers in Green Bay, but Apple Pan burgers, the Hickory burger at Apple Pan. I just had it like maybe a year ago. I went in there with a friend, tasted the same. My mom didn't leave the house a lot, but she would go to Apple Pan. And then you could walk over and go to the West Side Pavilion, but those days are gone. Yeah, you don't see too many guitars out there. Yeah, I mean the Bears are looking good. Caleb Williams is USC's finest. He's looking good. I don't know. I mean, the Steelers are kind of a Jekyll and Hyde team. One week they look great. They beat Indianapolis pretty handily, and then they struggle against the next game, and then they look good, against Cincinnati, and so who knows what Steeler team you're going to get. But I'm comfortable with Mason Rudolph as the backup. I don't know why people aren't a fan of his. I mean, he's like the definition of what a backup quarterback should be. He probably could start on a few teams, but he's not going to start ahead of Aaron Rodgers. But yes, the ultimate warrior. Load the spaceship, tear down the cockpit doors, and prepare for parts unknown. I love me some Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace, Jim Hellwig. I met the Ultimate Warrior. He did an autograph signing literally a block up the street. And I was the last one in line out of a few hundred people. And I thought, oh man, he's going to be a dick. Because my friend was his entertainment lawyer. And he's like, Earl, you don't want to meet him. And I go up the stairs. And he was in the full gear. He had a flat top. So it was definitely weird to see him with like a flat top. But he couldn't have been any nicer. So, yeah, I eat barbecue. Yeah, Blue Nose Pity. We don't do that kind of humor in here. EA Sports. It's in the game. I'm a I'm a Nikita Koloff fan. What's Phillips Barbecue? Um, I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't eat um, like Arby's barbecue. I don't mind. The owner of the Jones restaurant I go to a lot on Santa Monica and basically La Brea. He has. Thank you. A couple people. Michael did not think I was a legend, so I had to put Michael in timeout for a day. I mean, the Warrior had a few made-up words. He wasn't the best on the mic. But to me, that, like Sid as well, almost added to the character of them being fucking insane. Talk to me, Warriors. Um, so I've been going down a rabbit hole on WCW. Clash of Champions, Fall Brawl, War Games. Man, that pre-Hogan going to WCW, like my favorite era of wrestling is NWA, like 85 to like 91. And then once Hogan came to WCW, became kind of a parody of WWE. So, the Flintstone Barbecue in Disneyland was the worst. Yet that doesn't strike me that would be good BBQ. But Keith, the owner of Jones, the restaurant, every now and then he'll have a house party, and he is an amazing grill man. Yeah, I've done a comedy show in Lamar Park, and this is when I had the red Dodge Magnum, and I was closing out the show. It was a weird show. It was like the surviving members of the Temptations and comedy. And I pull up in my red Magnum, and the guy's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm the headliner." And the guy's like, "You're gonna go first." I'm like, "No, I'm supposed to close out the show." He's like, "You're not closing out a show in this neighborhood." I'm like, "What? I don't know. I'm not trying to be a dick. What's the problem?" He's like, "You're driving a red car in a Crip neighborhood." I'm like, I don't have to go on at all. And I just turned around and left. Yeah, NWO for life. Oh yeah, Jordan's videos are the best. I did have some good barbecue in Nashville. I do remember that when I did the roast of Ric Flair. I had a few hours to kill, so I was walking around. I don't know what the main strip in Nashville is, but it's like where Kid Rock's bar Tootsie's is and all these other places. I mean, I definitely had some good BBQ in Memphis. I mean, these were like, you could tell like they were cooking on 100-year-old grills, and it tasted like it. Um, so also saw some amazing musicians. I mean, Memphis. No, I was in Nashville. Um, really an amazing music city. Like you've got like jazz bands playing in the parking lot of a Carl's Jr. You know, there's just music everywhere. Um, I got a dry rub for you, Round Eyes. Hey, see what I did there, Round Eyes? I'm just fucking with you. Whew. Earl Skakel in the house. Welcome to Happy Hump Day. We'll go about maybe about another 20 minutes. And then I got to go to yoga to work on my already fantastic body. So, yeah, Round Ice gets it. Big Dave. What I mean, I ate like Big Black in the house. So, Dabbleverse questions are in play. I don't recall it being amazing. I think I ate at like chain stores there. I was there literally less than 24 hours. But I hear the meat in Austin is pretty amazing, like steakhouses, and I see Red Band from time to time will post stories from new restaurants. So I'm going to assume the barbecue in Austin has to be pretty good. Best food in America, Las Vegas. Get the fuck out of here, Holmes. It's all chain stores. Dinah's Chicken. Where's that? Oh, on, what was that, on Century? No, La Cienega. I've never eaten there, actually. You'd think with as many times as I've been to LAX that I would have either stopped off after picking someone up there or I've never eaten there. That's a pretty iconic. I mean, listen, when you're a restaurant, they have to be good. When you're a restaurant that's been around, what's that been around, TB? As long as I've been alive, I think you got to be good because these days, the Big Ears Festival. Yes, that's you know, and in that neighborhood, it's not exactly a prosperous neighborhood. Um, you know, I really should eat there. We should meet if we ever meet, TB. Let's have dinner there. It looks like a very cool place. You're always either going to the airport or picking someone up, and you kind of drive by it. Interesting. I wish I could remember the place my ex took me. It's on a Friday night. She's like, we got to go to this burger place. And like, I don't know if it was Eagle Rock or Los Feliz, but it was like a 45-minute line. And all they serve is burgers. And it's kind of like that sushi place where you can't really, they cook it and they give it to you. You don't tell them, well, I want this. They give you the burger. And it was $25. Of course, I paid for everything. Uh, she ain't eating there anymore. Trust me on that one. She's probably splitting a Macho Grande with whoever she's with now. But it was probably the best burger I've ever had. It was perfect amount of salt and seasoning. And I would go back there if I could remember where it was. But I don't. So, Los Feliz. Yeah, I think it's called Los. Some people call it Los Feliz, but I call it Los Feliz. But it was in that area, you know, in between Los Feliz and like Eagle Rock. Thank you for what, Waiver? I've done nothing but entertain you guys for 37 minutes. I've fended off multiple trolls, but that's okay. I'm a fucking soldier. And there's not much I can't fend off. But I appreciate you saying thank you. Waiver Bonzo Berry for 5 months just got here. Yeah, I hope I become famous too. But what is famous? Famous is different. Um, you know, some people already think I am famous. I don't, but you know, Justin just said he hopes I'm famous. Waiver. Why would you put him in? Yeah, we don't do that in here. Waiver. We don't do Clearwater Chad stuff. No, I don't want to hang out with comedians because a famous comedian is very self-centered. You have to be. To get to a certain level, you have to be self-centered. You have to be selfish, and you have to talk about yourself. I don't want to be around anyone like that. So, well, I'm not famous, but you know, I get recognized the most, ironically enough, from roast battle. Like me and my ex were at a Nashville Predators game, and I had two people come up to me, "Hey, you're that guy from roast battle." I've been on planes before. "Hey, you're that guy from roast battle," and I'm like, "Nah." Yeah, I'm familiar. I'm not famous. If I could get a little more famous and familiar, I'd be happy with that. I want to make some money, honey. My kids are blown away. You are the dad on the jellies. Yeah, I mean that's a couple more. Animation famous is really the sweet spot because no one knows who you are walking down the street. Like anytime I'm around a bunch of African American kids who are like 14, 15, 16 years old, they would freak out if I was the dad, if they knew I was the dad on Tyler the Creator show, because he's very popular in that age range. But I can just walk by them. They have no idea who I am. Andy Dick will not be moving in with me. Sorry about that. He just won't be. Did Andy get out of jail? I mean, the last I saw, he was sitting on the sidewalk with a bunch of homeless kids. So I don't believe he did. I don't know. Sad. I can't believe he's alive still, to be honest with you. Yes, 26 and 26. Let's hit the like and subscribe button. Do a few more minutes, guys, and then I got to go to Yogi. I do appreciate you guys coming in. I know you have plenty of streaming options. Yeah, but animation. My friend Fred, who I went to grade school with, he's one of the more in-demand voiceover actors. I bet you he's never been recognized once in his life on the streets. My friend Charlie Adler, the great Charlie Adler. If you look up Charlie Adler on IMDb, the guy's like hundreds of animation credits. He could walk naked down the street. No one would know who he is. I do remember the Mr. T cartoon. I mean, I remember it being around, but I don't think I ever watched it, to be honest with you. So, I mean, Mr. T was very popular back in the day. I remember before he was on A-Team, where they would just show him in Tough Man contests. Good evening, SCBID show. Welcome to the show. I mean, I do all right for myself. All the girls in my life, you might be next, but you'll never be first. What the fuck? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I do all right for myself. Listen, you do well on stage in comedy, you're just instantly more attractive. Do you get I used to get, because I'm in SAG, I don't get too many screeners for whatever. But I also never vote, so they probably figured this guy is just a waste of money sending him screeners he'll never look at. And they're probably right there. I don't have the time to watch the newest Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I'm trying to make it, baby. I got this hat from the West Edmonton Mall in 2009. I've dated a few cougars before, absolutely. There was no pay for about the first 10 years, bro. Well, Uncle Charlie, I don't really give a fuck. Yes, this is the hat I wore in Real Rob. 100%, Denise. You could be the most ugly fucking guy on the earth, but if you're crushing it in front of a room full of people, there's going to be a girl that wants to fuck you that night. So at least that's what I count on. Hey-o. Yeah, I mean, I'm on this, I'm in SAG, and I'm in good standing. So, yeah, I mean, Ralphie was a great comic. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't find Jeff funny at all, to be honest with you. I never did. He's just a lazy comic. I mean, the one time I opened up for him, he calls me on stage about 10 minutes into his act, and then he has me help him roasting the crowd. He literally did 10 minutes of stand-up, and then I'll get the funny feature act to do the rest of the time with me. What the fuck? Then give me some of your money, honey. What do you think the odds of that happening were? Yeah, Ralphie did crush the ladies. I mean, listen, they say toward the end of his life, Ralphie was had a lot of water weight, so that cemetery is a lake. Hey-o, Kip Smith in the house. That's a Kip Smith original. I mean, Ralphie had a huge heart. I mean, come on, he was 600 pounds. Hey-o. I loved Ralphie May so much, I would have jumped into the coffin with him if there was room. Hey-o. I would, what's the club called? See, that's a club that would probably headline me. I mean, no offense to Kansas City, but they would probably, yeah, this guy's from LA, he's a Comedy Store guy. Yeah, let's pay him the money, honey. Yeah, I haven't gotten a digital screener in quite a long time. I used to always get the not the CDs, but the DVDs. Yeah, I mean that coffin was probably the size of a two-bedroom condo. Ralphie, his favorite position was with toppings. Heyo. Ralphie was. I've been to the Nashville Zanies and never played the Chicago Zanies. I mean, I've got enough TV credits to headline, but we'll do another 15 minutes, babies. I would like to get on like maybe a hot animation movie. Okay, then I thought it was me, TB. But yeah, someone asked me, did I date a cougar? Yes, I dated actually a kind of a famous cougar. But I think the power dynamic was too much. Well, I will never be on a show with David Lucas, that's for sure. I'll make sure of that. I mean, David Lucas, he's just Patrice O'Neill light, and that's the only time light's ever been used to describe him. Hey-o! John Pinette, he was funny and fat. So, listen, if you're fat, it's gonna catch up to you. He wasn't Ralphie May fat, but that's a high standard. Yeah, I know. TB, will you be my manager? If you happen, no. I mean, I would spit in his face if he mouthed off to me. And with the personal stuff I know about him, he don't want none of this smoke. Trust me, because I would embarrass him in front of a lot of people. I'm fat and poor. Well, you sound like you'd make a great comic. Hello. I mean, I just have, now. But see, it's fun for you. It wouldn't be fun for me. Like, see, you're a comedy fan. You're a comedy voyeur. You're a comedy lurker. So, yeah, that would be fun for you to see me get up and spit in his face. But I don't respect him at all. I don't respect him as a comic. I don't respect him as a roaster. I don't respect him as a person. I mean, the guy was on a fucking podcast bragging about hitting his girlfriend. Fuck that guy. I don't know, to be honest with you. Ralphie had to use a boomerang to put on a belt. That's funny, dude. I mean, Ralphie was so fat, his real last name was Ralphie May, June, and July. Hey-o! But Ralphie actually said this to me. He knew he was dying toward the end. He just did. I can only imagine how tired he got. I mean, just walking up a flight of stairs, he had to set up a base camp. And he said, Earl, when I die, don't be sad, make fun of me. I'm like, you got it, big man. Um, I mean, there's that picture of Ralphie and me at the Comedy Store with Tall Wilkenfeld, a very famous bass player. You can't even see Tall in the picture. Pew! Um, what do you think of Jimmy Carr's approach when Lucas roasted him? He basically just said, great job, that was funny. I mean, Jimmy's probably like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, dude, I'm about to play 5 arenas in the next week. You're going to be following around Hinchcliffe like a shelter dog. I'm a multimillionaire. You're opening up for Eric Griffin in Toronto. I win in the game of life. Um, I mean, girls that blew Ralphie probably had to become Olympic weightlifters to lift up the fat just to get to the dick. And I love Ralphie, but I mean, I can't imagine what he looked like naked. I mean, his balls probably covered up his footprints. But Ralphie was the best, though. Like, always trying to help people. Always just, he was awesome. Like, I was lucky enough to speak at his memorial, and I like the Dean Martin roast. Now, kids today probably wouldn't, because they weren't graphic, the Dean Martin roast. They were just, because they were all friends. So if you look at the whole dais, they could shit on Nipsey Russell for being black, but they loved Nipsey Russell. If anyone outside that dais said a black joke to Nipsey Russell, everyone would have kicked that guy's ass. So, how did Ralphie wipe? I mean, yeah, geez, I don't even want to think about that. I mean, wow, how did Ralphie wipe? Oh boy, that's a good question. I don't have an answer for that one. Oh, interesting, interesting. Um, yeah, I mean, Ralphie at the memorial at the Improv, there's like 6 boxes on the stage. I'm like, what are these? I thought they were literally building a new stage, and my buddy was like, those are his ashes. I mean, at the time of Ralphie's death, he was 594 pounds. And can you imagine being the cremator that got that gig? I mean, that guy was probably, I'm going to take the rest of the week off, guys. Yeah, I don't even want to know. I mean, boy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, Ralphie was a great comic, I mean, an amazing comic. But, he also loved marijuana. I mean, loved marijuana. And so that, late night, he probably ate thousands of calories. It's not like he was eating salads. He probably was on the road. And, you're in Memphis, you're going to get Memphis barbecue. You're in Texas, you're going to get ribeye at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, then go to sleep for 12 hours. And it just sits in your stomach. I mean, I'm not saying he had to be, Dorian Yates in the gym, but, he probably literally, fuck 594 TB. I don't know what that means, to be honest. Oh, 594 pounds. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, everyone paves the way for somebody. I mean, Stephen Wright paved the way for me. Hopefully someday I pave the way for a comic. Go, hey, I really like how Earl does comedy. Blah blah blah. I certainly paved the way in Roast Battle for, the early years of Roast Battle. I got this one at the West Edmonton Mall, but in the early years of Roast Battle, I was the only one who would do like pro wrestling performances. And then, I think when the newer generation of the OG era came in, like at Alex Hooper, I'm not saying he copied me, but he then started doing wacky entrances, and Guam did some like wacky entrances. So I think in Roast Battle I was influential, putting a pro wrestling twist on things. Because usually most people would just get up there and do jokes, and there was no energy, and it was, the battles usually weren't good back in the early days. I mean, people were literally coming to hear me and Moses. So, oh, thank you, TB. Yeah, I mean, that was a fun, very fun set. Thank you to Hi-Fi Protege for clipping that. We'll do another 7 minutes, guys, and then I got to go to yogi. And uh, yeah, I mean, you got to figure Jackie Gleason. I mean, I also think Jackie Gleason, he smoked a lot, he drank a lot. I mean, you're going to put on the pounds, and if you don't work out at all, you're going to get fat real fast. I mean, you could see even in Smokey and the Bandit, which was what, 77, he could barely fucking walk, man. And they say he was so drunk that, basically all of Jackie Gleason's lines and Smokey and the Bandit were improv, which makes it even more impressive that Mike Henry, the guy who played the dumb son, kind of kept up with him. And he was not necessarily a trained actor. I mean, he had done Tarzan, but he was a football player. He played for the Steelers. You do yoga under. I would take Ashley Cummings' class. She's probably a good teacher. I mean, she's got a great body. I mean, she definitely has a yoga body, but her studio shut down by me. I wouldn't go to. I think she has a studio in Venice. I wouldn't go there, but it's just too far for me. But I go to Urban 728 on La Brea. It's a great yoga studio, and everyone's in the business. A lot of writers, directors, producers, a lot of animation people. I mean, I was there once after class, and this girl's like, "You have an amazing voice. Have you ever worked on Family Guy?" I'm like, "No, but I'd like to. I'm down with that shit." Do you regret not making a move on Whitney Cummings when you first started doing comedy? No, I wasn't successful enough for Whitney to want to fuck. She was fucking, when I met her, Ashley Hamilton, George Hamilton's kid, who, ironically enough, when I was selling T-shirts for the Vagos at their charity event, this guy's talking to me, and he said, "Yeah, I used to do comedy. I'm a Comedy Store paid regular," and I thought he was bullshitting me, and then it hit me. Oh fuck, this is Ashley Hamilton. So. I went to the food shelf today and lady went in front of me. Okay. I gave Jason Patrick a free membership at Sports Connection when I was working there. But, that has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, 100%. And fucking me at that time would not have been fucking upwards for Whitney. But she was always nice to me because I think she recognized me as a pretty funny person. So I think in her mind, it was like, I'm going to be nice to this guy. He seems like he might be going somewhere down the road. And the few times I've gone on after Whitney, she's given me an amazing intro. So I have love for Whitney. Art Connie made the honeymooners. Yeah, he was definitely a good straight guy to Gleason. Man, we should do a roast of Ralphie, man. A pot roast. Hey, she was very hot. I mean, great. I mean, she was a model, I think, back in Washington. So great skin, great hair. I don't know if she worked out, but back then she was just naturally skinny. I don't recall her tits being that big or whatever, but I wasn't really looking, to be honest with you. Uh, oh, can we say who the father is? TB, or do you like your level of anonymity? Um, no, I don't work well with. I was in the Groundlings, got kicked out of the Groundlings. By the way, the YouTube took down my YouTube video about the Groundlings. Buddhist priest. If you're in here, they took down the video. They said it was violence against an organization. It's like, come on, man. I bet I'm like Schwarzenegger's unit in Predator. I work alone, General. So that was disappointing. I have actually. Paulie's funny, man. I've never seen him outside the Comedy Store do comedy, but I'm not a road guy like he is. Oh, okay. So Buster Keaton. Hello. Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. That's such a cartoonish end of the video, but that's YouTube for you. I mean, they didn't strike my channel. They said this is a warning, but it was too bad because it got a couple thousand views. But what are you gonna do? I mean, it's one of those things that Nothing I can do about it. What do you usually go to sleep to? I listen to podcasts. What up, JJ? I'm about to end the stream in a couple minutes because I got to go to Yogi. What up, Earl? How about those? I mean, I'm sure my ex just thought, oh, this guy's younger than Earl. It'll be funner. Probably funner fucking the new guy for about a month. And then the nice dinner stopped because they already had your pussy. And then it was like, hey, just come over. That's all right. From Dan Tana's to Del Taco. I'll take a number 5 and a medium Diet Pepsi because I can't afford the large. Um, it's just the way life works out. You know, I mean, we all have an ex that, we're not fully over. Everyone in this stream has an ex that you might not admit it in here, but, oh, I thought that said King Faggot. I'm like, man, that's a bold stage name. Um, I can assure you it is. Trust me on that one. You know, and ultimately, at the end of the day, that is my salvation. Yeah, 100%, JJ. I sat in the corner and thought about it. Also looked in the mirror. That comment I said before was completely inappropriate. Yeah, Blue Nose Pity, you're on suspension, baby. You're on double secret probation. I didn't even see what you said, to be honest. Let me look back and see what Blue Nose Pity said. We got a lot of cool people in here. No Dabbleverse questions, even though the great Big Black is in the house. Blue Nose Pity, I don't see us, so you get a free pass, baby. No, I'm not hanging out with Andy Dick. Oh, interesting. That's cool, TB. So we're going to do another 5 minutes, guys, and then I got to go. It's all good, Blue Nose Pity. I let people say their thing. Yeah, say it again, Blue Nose Pity. I can't find it. And then I'll have Kip Smith put you in 24-hour timeout. Oh. I'm working on that hockey joke. Hey, why aren't there black goaltenders in the NHL? I mean, you try going 5-hole with that thing down there. Hey, there's something there. I'll work on it. Would you take Andy? I wouldn't take Andy anywhere, man. I mean, I was at a Comedy Store barbecue at the legendary Dave Taylor's house, and Andy Dick just took a shit in the middle of the driveway and walked off. I mean, what a loser. Which is too bad because I like his son, Lucas. But, I mean, you got to feel sorry for Lucas, man. Everywhere he goes, he's getting questions about his fucking dad who's gone crazy. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but he wasn't really that black. I'm talking about a Dikembe Mutombo black in that. Chad's debating Tommy Jordan right now. All the dabblers are over there. Oh, okay. Well, let's, before we go, I don't like to snipe, but we can audio listen. I don't want to get my channel struck, so let's see. I mean, I'm new to the Tommy Jordan game.
Okay, good answer. Tommy, any response to that?
What was the question? I was daydreaming.
What's the most overrated show in the Dabbleverse? He said, who are these podcasts?
I say the Chad Zumach show.
It's on the Fox slot.
Overrated show in the Dabble.
And why is that?
Because he's a liar. He's a grifter. He said that I want to come in to get money. I never ask for money. When people send me money, I put them on timeout on my check. I don't want no damn money.
I never said that about you. You're trying to get money. I said you're trying to get everyone to like you.
You send money. But check this out. How come? I got a real question here. Dan, don't you stop.
What's your nationality?
Check this out. Italian, Irish, and Puerto Rican. How come this is happening?
I can't watch this show. I'm sorry. I can't. Eric Swan. Eric, I can't answer that question right now. You're coming in hot, Eric Swan. 2 more minutes left. I can't. Oh, I thought he invited you to his house. He did. That was the second time. The first time was on the set of Fox studio in his um, office, which was probably about my size, had a marble shower in it. I mean, he was a fucking predator, man. But no, I think Joey Diaz is great. Show Matarese. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, Shane Doan was awesome. The Kings had a rookie tournament last year. There's 7 teams, all West Coast teams. So you had the Kings, the Ducks, the Kraken, the Vegas Golden Knights, Anaheim, and the Utah Mammoth, and San Jose. So a lot of NHL scouts were there looking at rookies or whatever. And Shane Doan's in conversation with scouts about probably some player they maybe wanted to trade for. And he stops the conversation and grabs him by the arm and goes, "I remember you." I'm like, "I remember you too, you son of a bitch." So he was very nice to me. No, I definitely did not check out Randy Stone's shower. Um, yeah, I'd like to get a show on Raw Dog, but you know, that would be really cool. And I would do it like I don't know if Sirius has a YouTube channel, but I would almost do it like this stream. We'd be in a studio, we'd take questions from the chat. I mean, we'd deal with the trolls. It would be like Battle Cam meets Roast Battle meets a talk show. So who knows? Yeah, Joey Diaz is. I mean, I've had to follow Joey Diaz. It ain't fucking easy, brother. Um, well, George LaRock. I was unmerciless on him, and he was great. He gave me his phone number, said call me anytime you need me. I'm like, okay. And I mean, that was such a neat evening for me. Um, I mean, that's when I first started dating you know who. So we were at our all-time peak. I killed. I mean, I rarely killed. That night I killed. I mean, I was just on fire. And there was all these NHL players I got to meet: Tyson Nash, Darcy Hordichuk, um, a couple other Ray Whitney. It was just awesome to be in a room full of people that I admire admiring me. It was really neat. Diaz comes across as funny because his personality, but his material is 100% shit. Well, I mean, I can't tell you what to think. I mean, I never say someone's not funny. The only time I've ever said that was with Brendan Schaub. I mean, he doesn't put in the work. So, but other than that, I mean, I don't like, because comedy is subjective. It really is. So, you know, I mean, I'm sure people think I'm not funny. Uh, I mean, I don't think Jeff is funny. He's just lazy. Goes for the lowest hanging fruit. He recycles lines. I mean, you can find his material in a blue container on the street on trash day. Um, I mean, the last time when I went up there to roast Jeremy Piven, this is the one roast joke Jeff tried on me because I had a leather jacket on. And he's like, "Earl, you look like you're wearing the inside of a leather jacket." He literally used that same line 2 years ago, or 2 years before that on me. So that's Jeff in a nutshell. And he knew I was coming up, so he could have prepared at least one. He could have called Bolivia. I'm sure he had her number. And he's just incredibly lazy. Uh, I don't have a shirt that says "Goat" on it. Are these guys in comedy in over their head? Some are. The Kill Tony comics are definitely in over their head. Because you've seen, like that William Montgomery said, that's the perfect example of what happens when you take a Kill Tony comic out of the Kill Tony crowd and you put him in a comedy crowd. They don't stand for that shit. Now, to be honest with you, and to be honest with in Williams' defense, that set in a Kill Tony crowd probably gets applause breaks. It's like that one set David Lucas did when he walked half the audience. I think it was like a Funny Bone in the Midwest. That set At Kill Tony, probably applause breaks. But in a stand-up crowd where they want jokes, Kill Tony comics don't do very well. List it the next time. I mean, I don't think William Montgomery's funny. I mean, you saw the proof of that. I mean, that guy bombs more than the U.S. troops when we invaded Iraq. Well, but you know, they want draws. You know, here's the thing, and we'll end the stream on this. Comedy clubs. It's going to sound insane to say. Comedy clubs don't really care if you're funny. They care about one thing: can you put asses in the seats so they can get 2-drink minimum? That's all they care about. Now, in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I'm a club owner, I want the comic to be funny so people want to come back. But comedy clubs don't think like that. They care about that weekend. So every comedy club in the country this weekend, they've booked a headliner. I'm sure Kill Tony Comics are headlining somewhere this week. Hans Kim is somewhere. William will get headlining work based off of that set bombing, because a comedy club owner will go, hey, people want to see this guy. I don't care if he bombs or not. I don't want the 2 drinks. Why did 80s comics hit much harder than now? And people are really scared to say things now, or what? Well, I mean, you know, because the reward was bigger back then, because there was no Netflix. There was no comedy specials. I mean, you had comedy specials on HBO. And, you know, if you're talking in the 70s and early 80s, you had Johnny Carson did stand-up, and David Letterman. So you had, you know, you had to go hard back then, because it was very hard to get on TV as a stand-up comic, incredibly hard. You had Evening at the Improv, and that was about it. You know, now, you know, it's the best and the worst time to be a stand-up comic. So, because there's many more opportunities. If you're a stand-up comic, you can try and get on Kimmel, Late Night with Seth Meyers, The Tonight Show with Fallon. I'm sure I'm missing a late night talk show or two. You can put a special out on Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, you know, HBO, Showtime does comedy specials, Logo does pretty much gay comics specials. I mean, there's 15 to 20 avenues to put out a special. Back then, there was The Tonight Show and Letterman. That's about it. And Evening at the Improv. And before Evening at the Improv, there's The Tonight Show. I respect Adam Ray. You know, I mean, I don't like character-based comedy, but you know, I mean, you listen. He's found a gimmick, the Dr. Phil thing. It's really funny. You know, that kind of shit works on the road. I'm not capable of doing something like that. So I don't hate on someone who is successful at something I'm not good at. I'm not good at characters. You know, I'm just Earl. Earl is a character. So, all right, you kids, I better go. I love you all. I'm trying to think, SC, before I go, what other comics? I mean, I don't think David Lucas is funny. I don't think Kill Tony comics are funny. I just don't. You know, funny for 1 minute, maybe. You know, Hans Kim, is he funny for a minute? Yeah. But I've been on shows with Hans Kim. He's a very nice guy, so it's not personal. But, you know, would I want to watch Hans Kim do an hour? I don't think he has it. You know, would I want to see David Lucas roast the crowd and say the N-word every other word? No, I wouldn't. That's not funny to me. Yeah, I mean, Joey's awesome. Yeah, but I'm talking about the late 70s, early 80s, and that's why The Tonight Show meant so much. I mean, David Brenner said when he got on The Tonight Show, and he got on the couch, which was a big thing. It's one thing to get on The Tonight Show, but if you also got the couch, it was, you know, David Brenner said the next day he had a year's worth of road work. Today it means nothing, getting on TV as a comic. or let me put it this way, it's what you make of it. So, um, like you're not getting a year's worth of road work doing late night with Seth Meyers. You're just not. I had a friend of mine, I won't say who, put out a Netflix special. It came and went. Like no one talked about it. And it was a good special, but it just came and went. I had a friend of mine who did The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Not a single person talked about it. Like I said, that's why Rogan is so important. That's what you want. Because it's chopped up into clips. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on Instagram. Like it's shared and retweeted and whatnot. When's the last time you've seen a clip from The Tonight Show of a comic? So I love you guys all. Earl Skakel. We'll go to one more minute. We'll give you guys one more minute to the 75-minute mark. So get your last minute zingers in. Yeah, TB, always a pleasure talking old Los Angeles with you. And, it's, I love talking comedy. Because, obviously I put a lot of time and effort into my comedy, but I'm a fan of comedy. It's an art form to me. So, hit the like and subscribe button on the way out, please. It does help me. And it's what I'm most knowledgeable about. So, old LA does rock. I mean, 80s LA, that you had to be there, man. It's like Vietnam. There's nothing I can say that will explain to you how magnificent not LA comedy, LA was in the 80s. Especially when I started going to clubs. I mean, the nightclubs in LA in the 88 to like 92, it was just fucking awesome. And I got in for free to all of them because all my friends were agents and managers, and all the door guys at these clubs were actors, so they let us all in. And it was hard in LA to get in with a group of 5-6 guys. They wanted pussy in the club. They want 5-6 horned up dudes. Earl Skakel over and out.